Hi Year 7 and welcome to your new school, Millthorpe. It's Mr Baber here, Assistant Head Teacher for Pastoral Care. We just wanted to speak to you today. I know that you've been receiving the information in the moving to Millthorpe's, but we thought that it would be helpful if you have a little virtual tour of the school. We appreciate that for some of you, you might not have visited, and if you have visited, it's probably quite a while since you have. So here is a little walkthrough of the main parts of the school. This is our first entrance point, which comes in off Scarcroft Road, just down there, onto Millthorpe Avenue, and this is known as the main drive. When you arrive at the school in the morning, this side gate will be open for you to come through. And you will just make your way up this main drive with all of the other students that will be arriving. Remember, on your first day in September, it will only be new Year 7s in school. So it will just be yourselves that are coming in. On the right hand side, you have got one of the playing areas that is available to all of you at school. And on the left hand side, you have got our tennis court area, and you can see some of our students that are going out. They are our current Year 7s that are going out for a tennis lesson this morning. As you arrive at school, it is likely that we will still be asking you to wash your hands as you arrive. So on the right hand side, if you come this way into school, you will find some outside sinks with soap and paper towels for you to use. So when you arrive up the drive, you will go and wash your hands. There will be teachers that are there to help you with that and point you in the right direction. And then if you have come on your bike and you want to lock your bike up, well, we insist you lock your bike up. You take it to the bike shed, which is just on the left at the top of the main drive, and the bike sheds will be open so that you can lock them up. Please bring your own bike lock. It is your responsibility to keep your bike secure. And then you will arrive at the main part of the school building at the top here. And on your first day, on Wednesday the 8th of September, there will be lots of staff and the student helpers that are here to meet you on the drive to guide you in. You may choose to come in the side gate, which just brings you in this way. So there is a little side gate there, exactly the same. Bring yourselves in, lock your bikes, go to the sinks, and there's some more sinks at the other side as well. We will show you where they are. This area is known as the hockey pitch. So this is the area where you will be meeting everybody on your first day. So you'll be straight up the drive or the side gates, lock your bikes up if you're on them, wash your hands and come and meet us here. But remember, there'll be staff and students available to show you where you need to go. I will show you the back entrance in just a minute. Alternatively, you might choose to come to school from what we call the back entrance, or the Philadelphia Terrace entrance. So that in the distance at the bottom of the hill there, oh, you can't see for this car, but that at the bottom of the hill is the Little Knavesmire. So if you come up Philadelphia Terrace from the Little Knavesmire, and on your first day the gates will be open and you will come into school and you will be arriving here, alright, and you will be walking down this walkway, this entrance into school. And you'll be able to see on the right hand side our multi-use AstroTurf. Alright, so that'll be something that you'll be able to use in your PE lessons. And then you'll come down this path. When you arrive at the top of the path, again, there will be sinks for you to wash your hands as you arrive, and more bike sheds available for you here if you need to lock your bike up if you've come on your bike. Again, as you can see, we have padlocks on the gates of the bike sheds, and they are locked during the school day, but we still insist that you bring your own lock and padlock to keep your bike secure in addition to this as well. So please make sure that you do that. There are more sinks over here in case the sinks behind you were quite busy, and you'll be able to come and make sure that you've washed your hands as you arrive. You will then arrive here, and this building in front of you there is the sports hall, and you will be, if you are congregating in this area, there will be students and teachers that are on hand to show you where to go, and that will be just down this corridor here and onto the hockey pitch, which is at the end of this path here. Okay, so we're back at the hockey pitch, where all of you will have congregated on your first day. And then I want to take you to have a look at one of the favourite parts of the school for lots of our students. That is the canteen, or the dining hall. So this is where you will come at break time and lunchtime, where you can buy some food, some snacks at break time, or your main meal at lunchtime. Our canteen is incredibly popular with all of our students. So we will show you the way to come in, and then what you will find is when you get into the school, we have an upstairs level called the mezzanine area. So there's an upstairs level where you can sit if you wish, and there is also a downstairs part of the canteen as well, where you will be able to sit and enjoy your break time snacks or your lunchtime with your friends. If we just walk a little bit further across, you will be able to see we're getting set up. Look for break time at the minute, so it's all action, it's all go at the moment. There are some water stations if you want a drink of water. If you would like to buy a drink, you've got the option of different healthy drinks. There's some fruits and some grape pots and things like that at the bottom, and then there are sandwiches and bread rolls and things like that here also. And there is a hot counter option as well. So as we say, we're setting up for break time at the moment, and there's various different treats that you will be able to have in the canteen. So that is what the canteen looks like, and that is where you will be eating your lunch. Of course, when the weather is nice, you will be able to go outside and have sort of a picnic and eat outside, but if you do wish to eat inside, then this is where it will be. There is another entrance to the canteen, or the dining hall, and this is from inside the school building. So we'll take you now on a little walk of what we call B block. Okay, so B block is one of the main parts of the school, and this is where you will find maths classrooms, it's where you will find RE classrooms. There is an entrance to the main hall, and we still refer to this as the quad, even though it has changed shape ever so slightly. And in here you have got the garden area, so it's really quite a nice place to walk past on the way to your lessons. Just breaking off from B block and heading down towards RE classrooms, this is also the entrance to the main hall. Now, lessons are taking place, so you might be able to hear a few things that are happening in the RE classrooms at the moment, and excuse that little bit of mess, we're getting everything ready for you in September. Here, inside here, we have our main hall. So, here is where you will come for assemblies, and this is where we have things like productions and performances and concerts. So there's some big high-tiered seating there, and then there's also seating area at the bottom as well, and the main stage is there at the front. So this is where you will come for your assemblies and a few other events as well. Okay, heading back past the RE classrooms now. So we're just coming back exactly the same way that we've come from. So don't worry, I know that it might seem a little bit confusing, but what we've made sure is that there's a one-way system in place. And we've done that because of the restrictions with COVID, but we're going to be keeping that in place because it's nice and calm and it's nice and orderly. So you might be able to see there that there's one-way signs that are on the floor for you. All right? Essentially, you just walk around and you'll find where you need to be, but of course there'll be other students that are helping you, and there'll be teachers that are there to show you around. As we move around B block a bit further, we get to English classrooms now. And all of them, if you look, have got the number of the classroom on the top. So if you're looking for your classroom, there you can see B10. All right, so if you were having English in B10 classroom, then you would know that that is where you need to be looking for. Okay, so we're walking round B block classroom, and it's a little bit busy down here, so I'm just going to pause the camera for a minute. Okay, still in the same part of that corridor. In front of me here, this is in B block. There are the boys' toilets there. And just around the corner, we have the access to the girls' toilets, just on the right-hand side. And then that door in front of me, that is the accessible toilet for students who need access to a toilet that's different to the normal toilets in the school. So that's where your toilets are. I know lots of you will want to know where you need to go for the toilet. Moving on through B block, we walk down and there's a couple of extra areas of the school. Now we won't show you all of these because we'll show you in September, but you would go down the stairs if you want to go to the history classrooms, and you would go up the stairs if you want to go to geography. And I mentioned on the moving to Millthorpe, so we've got signs in different places. So if you look there, if you got to this part of the school and you weren't sure where to go, although there would be teachers and students to help you, and there's a map in your planner, then there's also signs on the walls as well, so you would know which way you need to go in order to get to those classrooms. So you'd be going left and down there if you want to go to the geography classrooms, and you would be going right if you wanted to get to art and technology. And this part of the school is important as well because this is a pastoral office space of the school. So this is where you're going to find your head of year and your deputy head of year. Alright, so, there's a bit of a reflection, but there's Miss Tapscott, alright, who's your head of year, and underneath there's Mrs. Hurst, who's your deputy head of year. So this is the area of the school where you would find them if you needed them for anything. Into D block now, so just next to the pastoral office spaces is D block, and this is home to subjects like design technology, food technology, graphics and art. And here you can see a display of some of the things that some of our students have made over the years. We'll just nip into this classroom. It's empty at the moment. There's no lessons taking place at the moment. Alright, but in this area there are some of the tools that you will learn how to use as part of your technology lessons. And again, there's more student work on display there, and some of the machines that you will also learn to use as part of your technology lessons. So this classroom is one of the technology classrooms in D block. Upstairs you have food technology classrooms and you have art classrooms as well. I have come back outside now, and obviously I've not kept the camera rolling all of the time, so don't worry if it looks like you wouldn't be able to work out where you need to go. You would. It is just that I have stopped the camera rolling just for a second. This is a newer part of the school. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea whereabouts we are, that's the back entrance route, the second one that I showed you earlier on. So it would bring you in all the way here, and the silver building just there, that is a sports hall. Okay, now again, remember, there'll be lots of students and staff that will show you exactly where you need to go. So this is just to give you an idea of what the school looks like. We won't leave you to find your own way around. Okay, back into this newer part of the school is the library and 3 of our 5 computer rooms. So we have 5 PC rooms available to you all. You'll have some of your ICT lessons in there, so your information technology lessons in there, and you'll have some of your other lessons in there as well when your teachers book those classrooms, so that you can learn on the computers in those lessons. So here is the entrance to the school library and to the computer rooms upstairs. So just have a little wander in and go and say hello to Miss Brooks, who is our school librarian. So hello Miss Brooks, just say hello to our new Year 7s.
Hello Year 7s.
And here is our wonderful library and our wonderful librarian. So we always have different displays and promotions that are taking place. You have access to the library before school, at break time, at lunchtime, and indeed after school as well. It's set up as a classroom space. So again, you will have some lessons in here. There might be some library lessons, or your English teachers might bring you, or even some of your other teachers. And you'll be able to see that there's a TV there, and there's some computers there, and then there are lots and lots and lots of books for you to choose from. and all of these are available to all of you, and we will show you how you can loan them when you join us in September. But it is a huge and lovely space. It's wonderful at break and lunch. We have clubs that are running and activities taking place in that time as well. So this is your school library, and this is available for all of you in September. Okay, so leaving the library now. Upstairs, as I say, there are 3 computer rooms. You just go up the stairs there to get to those. Now, but there is a lesson taking place at the moment, and I don't want to interrupt that. So we can't go up there, but we'll show you that in September. I would then exit the library, and then the next place to show you is called A Block. Now, A Block is home to some languages lessons, some RE and PSHE, citizenship lessons or personal development, and then it is also home to science labs as well. So there are science labs in this area of the school. So there's a few classrooms on the sides here, all right, and then you have got some science labs that are here, and again you've got the one-way signs on the floor for you to show you which way to go, and students are just getting ready for break time now. So here we are in the bottom of A Block as the students are just packing up, ready to go for their lunch. Outside there is a hockey pitch again, but we'll just nip upstairs quickly, and you can see that there are more science classrooms and laboratories at the top of A Block. I didn't point them out, sorry, but there are also toilets in A Block as well. So student toilets are there. I mentioned lockers, and if you look, lots and lots of them available for all of you. So if you want to get a locker, you can do that. One of our PC rooms is at the top of the stairs here. And then we would be moving down the stairs, and we come full circle. So there's a PC room just there, and it just up the stairs, across and down the stairs again, and in a second you will be able to see that you're back where we started. Outside of A Block you have our brand new block here, which is called L Block, and inside L Block you have got languages lessons that take place in there, and then just down the steps here you have access, remember, to our AstroTurf. And this was brand new just for this year. So all of our students and our PE teachers as well are really enjoying being able to use this wonderful space for their lessons and for their clubs. So we run all sorts of sports clubs at lunch times and after school. And at the back of there we have an enormous field for all of you to enjoy. So you'll be able to use that, and some of the students are out there having their PE lessons just at the moment. So there's a long jump pit there as well, and that is where you can go and play lots of sport. And then also inside we have a sports hall. Now I don't know if there's a lesson taking place in the sports hall at the minute, so I just need to check that before we go in. It's empty at the moment, there's no lesson, so just coming into the sports hall, this is where you will come to get changed before your PE lessons. So girls, you will go down to the left for the female changing room, and boys would go across to the right for the male changing room. And if you were having a lesson, you would go down the steps and into our sports hall, where we have lots of fun and learn lots of sports. Underneath at the bottom there is a little fitness room with some fitness equipment, and in here you can see the cricket nets up there. So we do inside cricket, we do football, there's trampolining, there's badminton, there are all sorts of things that take place in the sports hall. We also have a gym that is used for similar things, but there's a lesson in there at the moment, so I just can't quite show you that bit, but we will show you in September.
Hello Year 6, it was so lovely to see so many of you when I came to see you at primary school. For those of you that didn't get to see me, I'm Miss Tapscott, I'm going to be your head of year, and I cannot wait to see you when you come to us in September. So I'll see you when you're Year 7.